In 3, 2.
Ooh, and we're late. Gage Oughterson, welcome to the podcast.
Thanks for having me. Happy to be here.
Glad to have you. We always start off with a little song.
Do it.
Oh, I've heard it. It's great.
Who's there? It's rare. Who's there? It's rare. Come fill your time. This pot's for all. From the Finger Lakes, join in the call. Learn something new about the Cuca Trail. Upstate New York, every episode of 10. Who's there? It's rare. Who's there? It's rare. It's rare.
Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. Morning, right? Yeah.
It's still morning.
Wait till you guys
Still
see
morning.
Gage's vehicle he pulled up in.
What did he
Did
pull
you
up
did
in?
you see his car in front of the door?
Well, it was right in front of the door. So.
What, was it the black?
What is it?
Was it the black thing?
No, it's
The
a
red
Camaro.
1LE
What?
No, I
Camaro.
didn't see that.
Yeah.
Oh, does it drive
No.
itself too?
No,
Oh, okay.
no, it's standard. So
Oh.
it has none of
Tell
those.
you what.
Hell yeah.
I should have bought the Himrod
the
Eagle.
way
I
it
was
ought to
really
be.
messed
Oh,
up.
yeah.
I mean, where the money is.
Yeah, that was it. That's it.
Yeah, you missed out on a
Yeah.
golden opportunity.
Yeah. Oh,
I
definitely.
love golden opportunities.
You do?
I do.
That sounds.
What do you
What's
think-
a golden opportunity?
Yeah, I'm dying to know.
Yeah, me too. It sounds kind
Fucking-
of sexual.
I'm dying to know.
You would take it sexual. No, not ew. I don't want anyone peeing on me.
No, that's a golden
gross.
shower. Golden
What?
opportunity is completely different.
Jesus Christ, Marianne.
It's
What
right
do you
off
think
the
you're
bat.
talking about?
And we're live.
Wow. So what is a golden opportunity right now? Does anybody have any ideas? I'm trying to figure out whether or not I need to, like,
Marijuana.
yeah, marijuana.
Mm.
That's
for
the
sure.
golden opportunity in your
For
state.
sure.
Is that a situation that's going to happen?
But you have
Yeah.
you have to be rich to start a
Yeah.
marijuana farm.
So my plan is I already have all the paperwork signed and ready to go and sent in, starting a marijuana cultivation. I think you heard about this, didn't you?
No.
And then Phil's gonna be my
Oh, yes. I
grower
have.
chemist.
Yes, we
So-
did talk about this last time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when we move forward with the whole marijuana situation,
Yeah.
will the 18th Amendment be 18th Amendment plus whatever the marijuana amendment is as well?
Marijuana.
You know what? I could probably add that.
I
What
think-
number are we at this point?
You know,
Yeah.
Yeah, what are we at? Like 28?
I don't know.
It'll be the 29th Amendment.
29th Amendment.
Yeah.
The 18th and the 29th Amendment. Come get freaking
good
drunk
idea.
and a little
That is good.
high.
Good idea.
You'd be all right.
Go the 15th and 11th. No, 28th. What did we say?
What, Marion? You can't just put weird numbers in there. I don't
Are you
even.
are you calling off a football play?
What the hell's the 11th
I-
Amendment? Do you know?
Wait, what? No.
You said 11th.
Wait, what are you now? 18th?
Yeah.
Yeah, go to the 18th. And what was the marijuana?
29th.
18th and 29th.
What's the 11th Amendment? Can you figure that out?
Do you
Because
wanna-
Marianne wants that to be a part of my business.
Jamie, can you look that up?
Jamie Sisson. Look at Ginny's probably looking. it up
Newbie,
right now.
newbie, what's the 11th Amendment?
Oh God. Let's see.
It's gonna be good.
All right. This is going to be a very simple one. It's going to be like getting rid of the 4th Amendment or something. Let's see.
Hopefully it's
The
oh no.
What's going on?
Doesn't sound like a good business plan already.
What is it?
it made it so that
I don't like how quiet you're being. about it.
individuals
Go to the 11th.
Go out and say what it says.
couldn't bring lawsuits against federal court.
See?
Oh, that's it. Oh, cool. We
Yeah.
can think about that.
We-
Fuck them. No, fuck them.
I want to go to the 11th.
So like if you're, the federal
Sure.
government, you're immune.
Yeah.
Awesome.
They could do
Cool.
no wrong, as we've all seen.
Yeah.
Obviously.
So Gage went to Ithaca College.
Oh.
Yeah.
What years?
20 12 through 15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're young.
That must have been weird. Was it weird? Did you like it?
Why was it weird?
As a Republican going to Ithaca, I'm sure it's probably a
It
little
was,
weird.
no, it was, like, other than just
Make sure you punch the microphone
Next
a couple
time I'm
times.
gonna nail it.
the city is like the coolest place ever to go to college. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's just like
Hey Gage,
Made
could
for
you
college.
scoot up to the mic a little more, buddy?
Yeah,
You
you
have to
gotta
be very
get, you gotta get
close.
right up
Is
there.
that better?
Way
Yeah.
better.
Like
Yeah.
it's your first date.
Yeah, okay.
Did you go to Mooney's a lot?
Oh yeah. every day.
What's Mooney's?
He met John Jones in Mooney's
Twice.
You
Who
know,
the fuck's John Jones?
John Bones Jones,
John-
the best UFC fighter.
Oh,
of all
the
time.
fighter, yeah.
the light heavyweight champion,
Yeah.
undefeated.
It's actually a pretty.
I don't have cable.
I didn't know who that was
Well,
either.
it's a pretty fun story. The first
For our
time
listeners.
I was in, for anyone who knows John Bones Jones, I was just in the bathroom at Mooney's, like fixing my hair in the mirror or whatever, and I look over and there's this gigantic human towering above like the stall, like peeing in the toilet, and he just like looks over at me and he's like, "Don't worry, man, you look good." And I just like look up at him like, "Holy shit, thanks, John Bones Jones."
He's never come back from it. Gage,
No.
that's still
That's
the best
the-
moment of Gage's life.
I peaked
Oh,
right
Oh
there.
yeah,
That's
yeah. Peaked early.
magical.
And
That's
at that point, he
magical.
was like, he was still fighting and not getting caught with
cocaine,
and yeah. So he was like the best fighter in the world at that point.
Dude,
So
that's
that was
crazy.
cool. That was
And
really
it's
cool.
good. Yeah, I used to go over there a lot. So Gage lived in a rugby frat house, right? Isn't that at one point? The one
kind
point I
of.
stayed, you had a room in a rugby frat house, right?
No, that was Ray's.
Oh, was that
'Cause
Ray's room?
I had graduated then. That was the year after I
Oh,
graduated.
yeah. And I got to
Yeah.
tell you, you will never want to step foot in a rugby frat house. It's the
Why is
most
that?
disgusting
Yeah,
thing
it
I've
sounds-
ever been a part
It
of.
was nasty.
Doesn't
I would
sound
think football would be the worst.
inviting.
No, rugby's like these guys don't mess around.
They just don't
Like,
care.
I've never seen dishes piled that high. I didn't even know it was possible.
They just
Well, I
played
wanna
football
invite you to my
without the
house.
safety.
Yeah, they're a little,
Yeah.
little crazy.
It's
Yeah,
exciting.
Yep.
fun.
Yeah, but it was fun. No, I think it was cool. I didn't actually care for like the classes at college that much. But
What
Who,
did you
who
go to
does?
school
That's
for?
yeah.
business
not the fun
administration.
part.
Okay.
Yeah, which I love that. And like my major and everything wasn't the problem. It was just like every semester when I'd have to take something like history of the Caribbean from 1492 to 1600. It's like, why do I have to do this? This is such a waste. Stars, galaxies, and
waste
the
your time.
universe.
Because pirates.
Yeah, right. I mean, it was about.
Pirates.
It was mostly about sugar.
How
very
can
little
you
about pirates,
administer
but-
Mostly
business
sugar.
Yeah.
without being ready for pirates? Like
Molasses.
Yeah, I mean,
rum.
it'd be cool for like, the
Yeah.
rum.
We can learn a lot
manufacturing
from
industry,
pirates.
but-
So the coolest thing he did in college though was he did a semester at sea.
Yeah,
Is that what
yeah,
it's
that
called?
was definitely
That'd be awesome.
that
Wait a
was really
minute.
cool.
It was a cruise,
Yeah.
like a course on a cruise
It
ship.
was a study abroad program called Semester at Sea, and they you'd live on a cruise ship for 4 months, and we went to like 17 different countries. And
Your life sounds
That sounds awesome.
fascinating.
It
He's
was
got
really
some
cool.
seriously
really cool.
cool stories.
I was
from
gonna say
that.
you guys have amazing stories.
yeah, that was.
What was
pretty
your
cool.
best stop?
Oh man, I really liked Vietnam, probably the best.
Oh.
Because it's just this gorgeous country and the people are so friendly and the food is fantastic. And on top of it all, it's dirt cheap to
Well,
yeah.
do things there.
I thought your
Um,
favorite part was the opium dens.
Oh yeah, that was good
Okay.
too. I just don't remember much.
Oh,
but-
alright.
So where did
No.
you go on your course at sea?
Well, we went to we left from
Vietnam.
Ensenada, Mexico.
I know Vietnam.
And we stopped in Hawaii, Japan, China,
Japan must have been
Hong
cool.
Kong. Yeah, Japan was probably the most just like different place that we went,
Yeah.
as far as just things being completely different than what we're used to.
Is it
And-
like super intense?
yeah,
over
oh
there?
well,
Yeah.
especially in like Tokyo, it's just like everything is loud and
Oh.
bright and just
Huh.
nuts.
Do they look at you weird?
Yeah,
Because
actually,
you
I had,
totally stick out.
so I had to take a bunch of pictures with people because like it's like a thing over
We found
there.
one.
Is this how
yeah.
the Mexicans are with you? Will they see the redhead?
That's
and the,
what it was.
Yeah.
You were like a
Yeah.
celebrity.
They were like
That was like episode 4. Everybody go back to episode 4 and you can hear the story about all the Mexicans that got their picture taken with me.
Yeah, I
Oh,
mean,
boy.
and that was you get a lot of people would like dye their hair to be red there. Which,
Really?
Yeah.
they have black hair, so it doesn't
Right.
come through probably.
Right.
But so they like this, and then blondes too. Like whenever they were blondes, they wanted to take pictures with blondes. So
So if we went to Japan, nobody would care.
no, you'd be
See,
I should go to Japan.
Gage is
I would
pretty
do really well in
Gage is
Japan.
pretty big in Tokyo. He's pretty famous over there.
Well,
name
everybody's got
Gage.
pictures with him. Did you
Yeah.
autograph? You didn't. They didn't
No,
bring
no
you couldn't
autographs,
autograph.
no.
He's actually on a
Yeah.
big billboard when you go into
Yeah.
Tokyo to see.
Yeah.
Are you selling like deodorant or something?
Yeah, it sounds like a
So
roll-on
fresh.
deodorant, yeah.
Okay, you
Yeah.
gotta tell them because this story scares the shit out of me. About was it India with
the cobra.
the
Yeah.
cobra?
You had a cobra?
Yeah. So we were like at
Dude,
the
scary
We
story
were
ever.
outside the Taj Mahal.
Okay.
And this was
And,
all semester at sea. They went to
yeah.
India as well. But
Yeah, so that's cool. The kind of cool thing about semester at C2 is that they kind of just like, they're like, when we're in the countries, you don't have class, any of this stuff. You get to go be in that country, and you can go wherever you want, do whatever you want, but don't get arrested and don't miss the ship, and you're good. Like if it's up to you, if you miss the ship, then you're done, basically.
Sorry.
So it was cool. It's like they treated us like adults when we were, college kids. When like your home university doesn't usually do that. But anyway, so
Awesome.
to get back to the Cobra story, so we were just like outside of the Taj Mahal, and there's this guy there who's a snake charmer, and he's like got the basket, that probably has a cobra in it, and he like calls us over, and so we go over, and we like sit around, and he opens up the basket and like bring it out and is holding it. And like none of my friends were interested in doing anything with this cobra, so he goes over to me and he like wants to put it around my neck, and so I'm like, yeah, sure, go ahead, and you can put the cobra around my neck. And he puts it around my neck, and the thing starts like curling its tail around my face, and it hooked my mouth with its tail. And the next thing I know, like I'm just kind of like gently pulling at it. And the whole time the charmer guy is just like, no, it's okay. It's okay. And then he could see like it start to tighten more around my neck. And then he like is starting to panic. I could see it in his face. And I'm like, oh shit, no. And like he's starting to pull at this thing, and I'm kind of trying to gently pull. And it just turns its head, looks me in the face, and hisses. And then I just like, no, we got to get this thing off.
looks right at it.
Yeah, it's like right here in my face. And that was terrifying.
The snake
But
was trying to seduce you, or just trying to
Kill him.
you?
It was trying to kill
I think
him.
he wanted to bite my face.
Yeah. Gage is lucky he didn't get bit in the face by.
Did you ever get
cobra.
your face bit before? Like it's by anything.
By
I don't-
I got my
people.
face bit by a dog one time.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, I was a little kid. I got in its face, and it was like, and it like got my whole face.
Stop.
It didn't actually break the skin. It just kind of like
Was it
it
eating?
was like a love bite,
Oh.
but not that way. Come on. But it just kind of like was like telling me to get
Back
out of its
off.
face. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's weird to
I think
see
that's
like
what
a
that-
whole mouth come at your
Yeah.
face.
Have you ever been near a snake since then? I held a snake at the Cuca College.
He's
family
probably
Yeah.
thing.
He's
Yeah.
probably not gonna let some snake charmer put a cobra.
No, I
around
won't do
his
that.
neck.
PTSD.
I still don't have I'm not afraid of snakes really, but
Fuck that.
yeah, I
dude.
don't really want a
No
cobra on my neck.
Would you hold a snake?
Fuck no.
I held a snake. I
No
think
way.
you should hold a snake.
I don't want to get anywhere near anything I get bit. I've been bit by a human, and that hurts. I don't want to get bit by a freaking snake.
Who bit you?
A bar fight. Some guy bit me in the cheek. I was beating the hell out of him. I'll never forget. He reached up and bit me, and I just like, this fucking guy just bit me. It was very funny. Yeah.
You were quiet over there.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Did you get rabies shots?
I had
afterwards?
I had a scar on my cheek forever here. Like I didn't think it was
Did
gonna
it
go
break?
anywhere.
It broke the skin.
Yeah, he bit. I thought he was gonna rip my cheek off. Yeah,
Jesus.
it was
Wow.
it was a good move.
Was he on a lot of drugs or a little bit of drugs?
I don't know. I mean, but if you're getting beat up, you gotta do what you gotta do, right?
You wanted a piece of
bit me.
Jesse.
You know,
So-
a lot of drugs or a whole lot. Of
It was a long
drugs?
time. I was like 20 years old with a fake ID in a bar in Geneva. So it's just like
You were
crazy.
asking
Oh,
for it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Geneva.
Which
Yeah.
bar in Geneva?
Oh,
Is it
it's
still
called
around?
Trotta's.
Oh, I've
Yeah.
never been there.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Just-
Sounds awesome.
Yeah.
I was like, we should all go.
No, I don't think you should. Yeah. Okay. So Gage,
Yeah.
now one of my, you don't have to go into full detail, but you want
But
to
you
talk
will.
about Amsterdam when you went to Amsterdam.
Amsterdam's fine.
Amsterdam was cool.
What'd you do there? What was some of the fun activities?
Well, we did tour the Heineken brewery. That was really cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
We went to we went outside Amsterdam and went to the tulip fields, which was really cool.
Cool.
What's that?
So like, we didn't go in the right season, so they didn't have like the. You ever seen? I think it's Holland. They have those crazy, just massive fields of tulips.
Okay.
And they have those old windmills. It's just really pretty and picturesque.
When were you there in Amsterdam?
but that was in
Like, Winter, fall,
No, it was spring.
spring.
Yeah, it was probably either April or May.
Okay.
20.
I was talking more about the coffee shop.
Yeah, I figured you were.
You got talk about
I
the
want to
co-
know more about the
about-
cultural
about your
Yeah.
experience.
coffee shop experience.
Everybody's riding bikes. Yeah. No. So yeah, we went to one of the coffee shops and got a couple space cakes, and then immediately went to the Van Gogh Museum, and that was really cool. That was fun. Yeah.
Did you partake in the Anne Frank house?
No, I don't think we went to the Anne
We
Frank
went- I
house.
went to the Anne
that was a
Frank
mistake.
house.
We should have gone. To
Are
that.
they?
Yeah,
Are
that's
they
cool.
Yeah.
really
That'd
called
be cool.
space cakes?
Yeah, that's what they call them.
And it's just what brownies with
It was actually like a blondie.
a blondie with
What's a
pop.
blondie?
Yeah, like a brownie, but white. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think I like white.
It's not chocolate
brownies.
though. What are they?
Is it like vanilla or
I-
is it just
Caramel.
is it just a square
Gage,
sugar cookie?
you're the one that ate it,
Did
bro.
I make it up?
Like, you can't ask
I don't
us.
Let's go back to
I wasn't
that.
really too worried about how it tasted.
Yeah.
But no, it was cool. It was a lot of fun. Amsterdam was a lot of fun.
That sounds awesome.
Just going to a cafe. and
The
getting-
red light
getting
district is
some
like the
weed.
craziest place I've
You're
ever
not
been.
ready for it.
Our
You're
listeners,
not ready for
our
it.
listeners want to know about the brothels.
Well, Jamie Sisson does.
Oh, I didn't actually. We didn't see any brothels. Brothels.
No.
They were in some of the Asian countries. They were, like the massage parlors where you could do more if you wanted than get a massage. But
You avoided that.
oh, absolutely,
Oh, absolutely.
No, I did with yeah.
Phil, why are
No,
you nodding?
Sounds filthy.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, not real.
Feels like
No,
sounds
really,
filthy. I'm in.
The red light district, though, is when you approach it, you're not really mentally prepared. You're like, you see them there and you're like,
Yeah.
why? I'm not ready for this.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's really crazy.
That's a crazy experience.
You've been
Oh, yeah.
really?
I studied abroad in Spain.
Oh, cool.
Yes. So I went to Amsterdam,
Nice.
London, Paris, Portugal, Ireland.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, no, it's-
you went all over. Nice.
Yeah. It's not like where you, honey, went all over, but
Well, yeah, that was, but Europe is something that I've been to a few places, but hoping to do some more. We were supposed to do more for our honeymoon, but that got pooped on.
did COVID happen to you? Is that why?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so. I think
yeah.
it happened to everyone.
The real. I feel bad about their wedding, but I just feel a little more bad about the awesome bachelor party I had planned. It was
Yeah.
Can you
gonna-
talk about
It's
it?
a real shame.
I rented like this. So I asked Gage, because as the best man, you're supposed to ask, where you want to go. I go, where you want to go for the bachelor party? He's like, well, I've never been to Nashville. So I'm like, oh, fuck
Oh.
it. We're going to party in Nashville. So I
That'd be fun.
rent out this massive like mansion. It's got like 6 bedrooms, a pool, all the crazy stuff you'd ever want. Spent a lot of money. And I was telling Gage, this is the best part. Like, obviously COVID hit. And I'm like, well, he's not getting married, with cancel. And I tried to get my money back, and they're like, no. Like, and I'm like,
What?
and I'm like, I think so. Like, how can I get my money back? I don't remember how much it was. It was a decent amount because I only rented it for 3 days, but it was like probably $400 a day or something like that.
Right.
So I think I had to put down $1,000, and and finally
Did you get back?
I had to go through like Airbnb
Yeah,
and like
and
go
complain,
through like
dispute
all
it.
this stuff and dispute it and get my money. And I canceled. It must have been 60 days before we went, maybe even more.
Yeah, I think it was more. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
longer.
Isn't it really hard to like cancel through Airbnb because there's like layers of layers? Didn't we have this conversation of like,
Gage runs an Airbnb.
Yeah.
He would know.
Jew, where is your Airbnb?
It's actually out of my house, and we live off of Dundee Glenora Road,
Okay.
close to where Glenora Winery is, but just up the hill, away from the lake. And we have 2
Like
bedrooms.
past like Starkey?
Yeah, if
Okay.
you just go up past Starkey, our house is a half mile up the road from that. So yeah, we rent out a couple of bedrooms in our house, and canceling is actually super easy for the guests as long as you have a host that is understanding and not trying to steal
So
your
when
money.
the host is not, so what happens? Does Airbnb kick them out?
Well, yeah. So you ask Airbnb to step in, and then they do like their own investigation. And I think most of the time they usually take care of it pretty well.
Okay.
We haven't had any issues because we set it up so that as long as somebody cancels, I think in the busy season they have as long as they cancel it 2 weeks in advance, we'll probably get booked again. So
Mm-hmm.
we don't have like any fee or anything like that. They can just cancel.
Oh,
So,
that's cool to know that you have an Airbnb.
It's a little weird when he does it.
How
When
is
he
it
has
like
those
having
people.
it in your house?
He doesn't.
I-
It doesn't bother.
I mean, this is my 3rd year doing
Yeah.
it now. So
Oh, really?
I'm pretty
Yeah.
used to it at this point. When you first start,
Do they have access to the whole house or?
pretty much. I mean, like obviously not our bedroom, and
They got to have some
That's
standards
pretty
and
much it.
Yeah, but they pretty
Do
much
they-
have
do they ever
access
ask?
to everything else.
Can we come in?
So,
Let's have a sleepover.
I got a pretty fun story for you guys. So Gage and we met up. We are gonna go get a beer at Seneca Lake Brewing Company, and so we went down there to play darts. But anyways, these two weird people like came in that were staying, and they were just like strange. They weren't really talking, and they were kind of like weird, and they were like hovering the whole time. Gage and I were there. So Gage's poor girlfriend, and mind you, she's petite. She's
little.
Yeah.
She's
So
small.
it's this little girl, and we're like, all right, we're going to the bar, leaving you with these two weird people. Like, so like,
You left her
It's
there?
not that bad, Jesse. Make it sound a lot worse. They're older. They were older too. They were just
Yeah.
like kind of clingy.
no, I mean, and it's not. They weren't like. I mean, it's not like they were like guys probably in his 70s, and the lady was, but they were just weird.
They were
like,
weird.
They were
Yeah.
your guests?
Yeah, the Airbnb.
They were only
Yeah. So anyway,
I thought you meant that they were at the bar.
No, they were at the
No,
They were at the
at the house.
They were our
Airbnb.
guests,
So
yeah.
Kelly's cooking,
And they were just happy to have company.
Yeah,
No,
that's
but,
was
but
really
they,
what, yeah.
but they,
Yeah.
it was strange. Like she
It
said,
was
they were
a-
like standing there while she was making herself pancakes. or
They didn't
something.
really
It was like-
talk. Like she would try to have conversation with them.
And
Did they
just,
speak
like,
English?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They were from like Pennsylvania. Or
They were
something.
just strange.
I love Pennsylvania people.
You
love
do?
that. I do. I love when
Oh.
they come. Don't I get excited when people come up?
Gage's girlfriend's from Pennsylvania.
I
Can't
love
say
your
anything, so.
your
Fiance.
fiance.
Yeah,
Fiance,
It's
girlfriend.
upscale.
Until there's
upscale.
a ring, you guys can call it what you want. I'm gonna say
There's a ring.
girlfriend for myself forever. So even when Mary and I get married, she'll be a girlfriend.
a lot of this marriage talk with Mary.
Yeah, sick of it.
I
Where is she?
love it. Where is Mary?
Are you
It's your
watching,
favorite thing.
Mary?
It's my favorite thing.
It's her. She always lights up whenever.
Jamie wants to know, Gage, are you paying
Yes.
the bed
Yeah,
charge?
4%. Yates
4%.
County.
Is it
occupancy
optional?
Tax. No.
No.
You have to.
I
pay.
didn't think so.
Nothing's optional when there's
No,
tax
I'm
Well,
actually.
involved.
I'm all
It
good
should
to
be.
pay
We
it,
should have
yeah.
some optional taxes. That'd be cool.
Are you making some?
Have you ever met Jamie Sisson?
No, I don't
You
think
should.
so.
He's an
Oh,
experience.
you would love Jamie.
Yeah.
He owns
bet.
used to own the steamboat.
Him and his wife.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, Airbnb or
Yeah.
Steamboat Castle Bed and Breakfast.
bed and breakfast. It was
He's
an
the
Airbnb.
Jerusalem town supervisor.
Oh, cool. Yeah, so good to know. Yeah, I live right next to George Lawson, who's the town of Starkey supervisor. So
Yeah, he can't get away.
I can't get away with anything either. Yeah. So, but no, yeah, we pay the occupancy tax. It's 4% to the county.
You
every-
you want a
quarter.
mimosa, Gage.
Go
so.
do it. Do it.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.
We've actually taken it. That's actually been a useful fund for the outlet trail. We've been
Oh,
able
yeah.
to do some major projects and get some good community involvement. Partly kind of spurred by that fund. So
Yeah. Well,
Where's-
that,
Go ahead.
oh, sorry. Yeah, it's just that's like one tax that I can see what it's going towards, and I'm actually happy
Yeah.
with what it's going towards. So it's like, yeah, cool. If that's what I'm paying in towards, then I'm not going to complain about that.
I didn't
Yeah.
know it was only 4%. Why did I think it was like 8%? Is there another tax?
sales tax.
Sales tax? Maybe I don't
Yeah,
know.
we still have to pay obviously
Sales.
income tax and all that stuff. But I mean, I don't think the occupancy tax is only 8, and then
Gage, you got to bring that over here, honey.
or 4.
Ga-
4.
You got to
Gage,
bring
Sorry.
those
Yep.
bottles.
the
the
orange
bottles.
juice.
juice,
Shimmy
and
it down.
champagne.
Yeah.
This one.
and the orange
And the
juice.
orange?
Yeah.
Shimmy,
And the
shimmy.
coffee.
Shimmy, I
I
love
have
shimmy.
more orange juice over there. I just gotta grab it. So I should have more. If not, we might just be drinking champagne.
Mhm.
That sounds horrible.
So Marion, you've been, I'm sure, doing the car service deal. You went to Hickory Hollow before, right? The winery.
Yes, I did.
Gage's dad used to own
Mm-hmm.
Hickory Hollow. So
So this was like a few years ago, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think it was like 20. I want to say 2015 when we sold it. 2014,
Yes.
something like that.
Yes, I
So-
do. I do recall that. And you carry some of the wine upstairs, right, Jesse?
Well, they don't own Hickory Hollow, so I don't
No,
carry
no,
any
no,
of
no,
the
no. Oh,
Hickory
no, no,
Hollow.
no. I know, right?
I carry his Finger Lakes Wine Company wine,
Mhm.
and then his Highland Cellars.
Yeah.
So
The Riesling you have upstairs.
Yeah.
What? That's
Yeah.
good.
Oh, you like it?
That's good,
Awesome.
yes.
that means you
Happy to hear
can
it.
put it in the wine bar.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
that why we're meeting each other?
Yeah, we can
I
do
like
that. Always happy to talk about stuff like that.
I'm always thrilled to talk about
Yeah.
that. We're gonna need more orange juice.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
yeah. I'm gonna go check real quick
See about some orange juice.
Yeah.
with my
Orange juice.
headphones on. That would have been interesting.
Yeah, don't walk off
Yeah.
with those.
Have you done that before?
No, but there's a first time for everything.
It is
So-
attached to everything here. Everything here is attached. So,
So Gage, you own a restaurant,
Mhm. Yeah.
and I've driven by your restaurant oh so many times, but
Yeah.
I only have been in there before you guys took it
Okay,
over.
cool.
So the big question is, do you still have the white Merlot soup?
Yeah, mushroom Merlot soup. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
everyone, I need to tell you right now,
Yep.
you need to check out this soup.
Everybody
Yeah.
loves the soup.
It is
It's good
really
soup.
good
Yeah.
soup.
Yeah, it's cool. It's like been there forever, and
Do you know
Everyone
Jeff
loves it.
Jackson?
yeah, I do.
And
Yeah, and
he-
Cindy, his wife. Yeah.
He brags about that soup
Yeah,
so many
yeah.
times. So he made me go one day and he's like, just go get the soup. So I went and I'm like, I need to get the soup, right? So I got the soup. I'm like, Chef Jackson knows what he knows. He knows
Oh,
what he's
yeah,
talking
he
about.
does. He comes in, gets soup and prime rib every week.
He talks about your prime rib. He gives me crap for not going
Yeah.
to getting the prime rib
Yep.
yet.
Yeah.
Oh, newbies at the store need some orange.
No, we're good. We're
Okay.
good. We're good.
So what made you realize to take over a restaurant in Himrod?
So we'd kind of been looking for the next, what we wanted to do next in addition to what we're already doing. So I'm still working with my dad and helping out with the wine stuff. But our big thing is that we actually do mobile wine bottling and beer and cider canning.
Okay.
So we go around to like 50 different wineries all over the East Coast and bottle their wine for them. And I go to about a dozen or so different breweries and cideries and can their product for them too.
Cool.
That's amazing.
So it's fun. It's pretty neat. You get to go to a lot of different cool places.
Do you do
but
the local breweries?
I do some of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. I do a lot more cider actually than beer, which is cool.
But he does like anything you get from Cuca Brewing. That's canned. Gage cans it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
The Cuca Brewing with the pumpkin beer was a huge hit at the Watership
Yeah,
Wine
they
Bar.
could not keep that in
No,
stock.
no,
Yeah.
they couldn't.
No,
People
they
were pissed at me then when I'm like, they just ran out.
Yeah, yeah. I was canning it like every week. Yeah. But no, they make great beer there. But no, it's really cool. But when doing that, I kind of started to miss more of the human element. It's basically just like running a assembly line all the time, which is, has its own challenges and can be fun.
Yeah.
But
If you were antisocial,
I've had to do
great
it.
job.
I've had to help him. So
Have you?
Yeah.
yeah, he's done it.
And the
Jesse's
best part
done it.
was I was drinking, so I couldn't do
Sometimes.
anything when I'm drinking.
Yeah.
I think the real
So,
question is, when's Jesse not drinking?
well, I do sleep at 6 hours a night usually.
Okay.
Sometimes
He does other things
I do.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Well, I don't drink when I'm in the woods hunting.
You can't drink when you're hunting. Or
Let's go
probably
back-
when he's working.
let's go back to the
one of his
restaurant.
jobs.
Yeah,
The restaurant. So you're like, I want to own a restaurant in Himrod.
yeah.
Or you've been looking
Yeah,
at this.
the
We-
Himrod Eagle.
Yeah, we looked at some different places, but once we went and looked at the Eagle and met Brenda, the previous owner, and Norm, they had just done such a good job building up what they had built and just making it something that would have been about as seamless as a transition as you could hope for with the things that were in place. And
Right.
it wasn't something where we were going to have to go in and just like firebomb the place and start over, and that
Yeah.
was really exciting. And the people that the locals that come in all the time are just the best, most awesome people.
So you didn't change that much.
We didn't have to change a whole lot. No, we're just mostly doing some cosmetic things. We'll do a few menu things here and there. I had a bunch of things I was going to do, and then COVID came, so I didn't do.
Yeah. So when did you open it up?
January 15th,
Right.
and then March
Jesus,
15th
man.
we were closed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we had 2 months and 2 awesome months. It was so much fun.
I tried to talk him out of owning a restaurant, but he wouldn't listen.
You
to
really
me.
got to listen more, hon.
So
It was
then-
fun. I really liked it.
He's-
Honestly, I still like
he
it.
likes
It's just,
doing it. I mean, for me, I'm like, don't do it.
So, but you're open though.
yeah, we're open. Yep.
What
It's
days
just-
are you open?
Right now, we're just and we stayed this way all through the summer too. We're just Thursday through Sunday,
Okay.
and Thursday and Friday we're 4 to 9, and Saturday noon to 9, Sunday noon to 7.
Oh, so you're not open no, you wouldn't. It'd be hard to be open around afternoon times during the week because it's so difficult.
Yeah, and staffing was a huge issue right after we were allowed to reopen
Right.
post coronavirus, as it was for everyone. It's just trying to actually get people to.
Yeah. Especially if they're not
or
going to be able
get
to
it.
work the hours.
Right, and the hours weren't there,
Right.
and we weren't going to be as busy, or it would just be takeout or something. So it was tough to find people, and then people were genuinely worried to work too, which is
Yeah.
understandable.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
but no, it's been good. We're slowly getting back to some sort of normalcy, I guess. But it's still been busy up until this last couple of weeks. It's been slowing down a little bit now.
Yeah.
It's that time of year, and not only that, the numbers have been growing, and it's been deterring people. And on top of that, people were quarantining so they can spend time with their family. So of course that went through Thanksgiving, and now we're gonna have it with Christmas too, which is such a bummer. So I used to love November and December, and
it
goes back into March for me. It's just now it's one of those months where I'm like, I wish we could just go straight back into June. Honestly.
Yeah, it was fun. The summer was a lot of fun.
Summer was great.
We talked about this in the car on the way here about like how quiet it's been and slow. Gage thinks a lot of it is he noticed, and I guess I kind of noticed at the same time my numbers started dropping. First thing Cuomo did the orange and red plan.
Oh, the colors are awful.
Everybody's afraid the schools are going to get shut down.
Everyone thinks we're orange. Like
they know they're preparing for the orange. We're not in the orange.
Well, everyone thinks we're orange.
We're not.
Yeah, people don't know. Like
that we're not.
I was getting people calling, like asking if we were still open. I had people who came in and thought they couldn't have more than 4 at a table.
Oh,
and all that stuff.
No, really?
Yeah. So I have no idea. Like I've been trying to put out there, just like, hey, everything is still the way it was last month. You know, we're still open the same amount. Nothing's changed, but it really does seem like ever since that came out, there's been such like little communication on what the rules actually are and how the zones work and all that stuff.
The only thing I got was from the SLA reminding us, maybe it was a couple days ago, remember, you're closing at 10 o'clock. And I'm like, right, that's not even a problem for us. So we've been applying that.
How upset people get. Well, they especially get it with us, like how limited our hours are. But I hear them complain about other people too. And it's like, obviously past 10 o'clock in this town in Penyon anyways, you're not getting the crowd that we're looking for.
Even past 9 o'clock.
Yeah. And during, we tried Wednesdays and Tuesdays when we first opened up, and like no one shows up.
No,
I mean, if you want businesses to open more and do so, to me, it's like whatever. I mean, I don't mind having limited hours because it seems like you're only getting Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Those are the only days that are really worth it.
I had a couple come in Friday and they were like, when are you opening? And then I'm like, when are you open? And I was like, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And I'm like, we used to be open obviously on Sundays, not Sundays. No, we were open on Sundays.
Used to be open 6 days a week.
Yeah. And now being open so little, it makes sense, but it sucks because we want to be open more.
Right.
Yeah, you don't get the business though.
No.
But we make more being open 3 days than we ever did being open 5.
So less of you works.
Yeah, because it drives the demand. Right? Yeah. It's like it's the same thing with the women. What I used to do back in the day.
Okay.
So let me tell you. So what would happen is I would just like come out in spurts, and and when I would
there we go.
And when I would like put myself away for a couple months, and I'd come back out, and all the girls like, oh, Jesse's back. And so it's the same thing with the restaurant.
What ladies were saying, oh, Jesse's back?
I don't know. There's like the nursing home.
Praise Jesus.
Something like that. Yeah.
Thank the Lord. He's back, honey. He's back.
You didn't know we were gonna have this conversation.
I figured.
Wait, Gage is my best friend. He knows.
You did know. You did know.
He knows what he's getting into.
Yeah, I've watched enough to know what it. Yeah, I've seen you get off the rails quite a bit with Jesse here. Yeah, yeah.
I'm excited.
The best part with Gage, and his girlfriend gets so upset with him, even though he's my best friend, he still takes me serious more than he should. Because everyone knows I'm about 50 serious, 50 not. And I'll like say something, he'll be like, really? And Kelly will be like, Gage, or it's Jesse. Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, come on, stop it.
So about the Himrod Eagle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Last night I was talking to a couple guys, and they said they actually had leftovers, a wrap or something from the Himrod Eagle.
Oh, really?
And they were talking about how good the steak was in it, that it was like perfectly, it wasn't too done, like whatever, right? And somebody, we said, yeah, we haven't been out. I haven't been out there since you took it. I've only been out there once before, and I was, anyway. They said it's not a good place; it's the only place.
That's right. Yeah. We'll take.
There's no other place out there.
Yeah.
Well, not just that, but they love it.
Yeah.
They love it.
Number one in Himrod.
Definitely.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
So, okay. So do you have a lot of like vegetarian options on the menu?
We have a few. I wouldn't say a lot. And that's something we'll be working on a little bit. Vegetarian.
Don't go there, Phil.
Why are we asking about vegetarian?
Because he's setting him up. Don't go there.
I have to.
Don't do it.
Be nice.
He's going to ask if you have any carnivore options.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, just steak.
Yeah, we got steak. We have, seafood.
Can I get like steak with seafood?
Sure. Yeah, we do that. Yeah, we do specials all the time.
Can we call it the Phil special?
Yeah,
I just want only meat though.
that's fine.
He wants nothing else.
I mean, no one forces you to eat anything else. You could get
you
5
could get-
steaks.
Yeah, you can get. We'll
You
do.
just gotta pay for
like
it.
I heard the prime rib's really good.
prime rib's really good. Yeah. The Delmonico and strip steaks are really good. We do specials regularly. That'll be like shrimp on top of one of the steaks, and if you want, you can get a side of chicken wings with it or something. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, there you go. A side of chicken wings.
That's-
I can get on board with that.
That's his
Yeah.
go-to setup for everyone. Do you have vegetarian options? And then you know where he's going. It's
Well,
like
I
he's
knew he was
gotta
gonna go
come
Well,
there.
everybody bends over for the vegetarians, but then
Right.
carnivore comes along and they're like, "Here, have some
Well,
French fries."
I'll tell
You're
you-
still a small class.
The
Put some-
Himrod Eagle has more meat options than most places around, and that's the truth.
You should
I
should
would-
spin that.
Yeah.
We are
I
the
would agree.
meatiest restaurant.
It is pretty meaty.
Do you want to just do a quick spot? Can we come up with
Yeah.
we'll do a read.
We'll figure it right now. Yeah.
The Himrod Eagle, the meatiest restaurant in Himrod.
Phil approved.
Yeah.
Phil approved.
Yeah, we'll have to get you out. Yeah, it'll be
Absolutely.
yeah.
The best fish fry. Seriously, the best fish fry
is
around.
So-
fantastic,
There's no better fish fry.
So let me say something. So everyone always asks, who does the best fish fry in Penn
It's the
Yan?
Himrod. Well, the
Well,
Himrod.
Penn
Eagle.
Yan, or this area, because I
Yeah.
would have to group you with us too. So you have the best fish
It's
I
the
fry.
think
best
I think
fish
it's
fry.
great. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
What-
haven't been to a ton of other places in Penn Yan. I live a little closer to Watkins Glen actually. So
I see.
yeah, I go to Watkins more frequently than Penn Yan.
How
But
are you different with your fish fry?
It's the size of your
Tastes
plate.
better.
I think it's
like this big.
it's the quality of
Is it
the
huge?
the
It is
haddock.
huge.
Yeah,
It's
I think
huge.
it's big
It's
cut.
massive.
and it's just really good fish. And we make our own batter and all that. But a lot of places do that too. That's not out of the ordinary.
All right.
But it's. Really
Do you get the
tasty.
fish someplace special?
We get our
Patrick
fish
had a
from
Delmonico there last
Palmer's.
weekend. So
Palmer's does our fish. We-
Oh, Palmer's is good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we get most of our pretty much all our meat comes from Palmer's. They do a really good job.
anything from Palmer's is good.
hmm
There's a reason you pay extra money.
Yeah,
for
it's
Palmer's.
definitely more expensive. Yeah,
You could definitely go Cisco and get the pre-breaded fish fry like a lot of places do around here,
Gross.
and
But not the Himrod.
and
No,
no,
not
not
the
at the Himrod.
The
And-
meaty Himrod.
Mhm.
So no,
The meatiest.
and I'm not just saying. So
Yes,
even
yes.
even before Gage owned it, they were known for their fish fry, and I mean the quality is just as good, if not better.
And the
with
soup.
them.
And the
So,
soup.
And the soup. Yep.
Yeah, so it's pretty phenomenal.
All right.
Yeah, thanks, Jesse.
I'll put you on my list.
But
Yeah.
now let's be serious. There's only one thing you go for, and it's the Himrod ham sandwich.
Ham sandwich?
I got to be honest. I don't understand the
Love
Himrod
the Himrod
sandwich.
ham
We
sandwich.
got
you-
to keep it
the
because
hammy
it's-
hammy.
It's
Okay,
a
so
tradition.
it's-
That is honestly like
Dude.
that'd be your meat sandwich.
It's
if you want,
it's this much ham.
No bread.
dude.
you can get it without bread. People do that all the time.
It's ham. It's ham this thick. That's seriously. It's ham that
It's a
thick.
pound. It's 1 whole pound of ham on a sandwich.
A pound of ham.
A
Yeah.
whole pound.
Does
That's a lot of
is there
ham.
cheese?
No, you can get
You
it
can get it
grilled with
dressed.
cheese.
Is it on Wonder Bread?
No, we don't have Wonder. We have got like good bread, but
So,
we should have Wonder Bread.
is
for
it
Himrod,
It
just-
sounds like it should have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Is it just ham?
yeah, it's literally a
Just
pile
ham.
of shaved ham. We shave the ham.
Oh, I love
do you,
shaved ham.
Do you
Yeah.
bake the ham or do you get the ham?
The ham that we get for the sandwiches are already
Yeah.
they're baked, but we shave them ourselves, and it's great. It's just a pound of ham on bread.
It's
and
awesome.
Is it all the same? Is it like honey smoked or honey baked or is it like hickory smoked or
I think it's hickory smoked.
Hickory
Ooh,
smoked.
Yeah.
hickory.
Yeah.
It's good
Can't go
ham.
wrong with hickory.
But
That
no, I don't
place
understand
is
why
known
that's a thing.
for that Himrod ham sandwich has been there since I guess like the 40s or something. It's
Yeah,
always
maybe
been there.
earlier, honestly.
Yeah. So it's always been a ham sandwich that's just like outrageously huge.
So don't take the bread.
The legend of the
No,
Himrod
No,
ham.
you want the bread.
I want the
You
bread.
I
need
would
the
actually
bread to
recommend.
hold it.
I would get it toasted with cheese, which is the thing you can do,
Okay.
and then also maybe add something.
if
to
you
it.
if you ask for it dressed, they'll dress it up.
I would
for you.
dress
So I want it dressed.
I would
Yeah.
get it dressed.
You
Do you have Russian
some
dressing?
lettuce,
Yeah.
tomato, onion.
Yeah.
Some
Nobody has
mayonnaise.
Russian dressing.
Yeah, we have Russian
cheese.
dressing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna need a list of things how to order it.
You just ask
That's
for
the only. It's kind of like a secret menu because people don't.
Yeah, no.
When someone who you haven't seen before comes in and orders it, you gotta like explain to them what it is so they know because it's just like a tradition thing that's been on the menu for so long that you can't get rid of it. Yeah,
and that's one of the cool things that keep the old.
You can get it with Russian dressing.
I don't know what Russian dressing
is. The best.
Is. I don't know. The last time I went there was many moons ago.
Carnivore approved.
Is there still pool tables in there?
No.
There's no pool table. No. That's how long ago I was there.
Yeah, that's what Brenda did was kind of change it from like a dive bar kind of place to a full service restaurant.
When it was a dive bar, it was cool though. I liked the pool tables, and I think I had lasagna or something.
It wasn't that cool.
It was yeah. I mean, it was definitely something else.
Yeah,
it was different.
I don't know if that was cool.
And I like the outdoor tables outside too.
Yeah,
when you have them, yeah,
that was pretty fun.
I literally drive by you like every day to work. I know.
Yeah, that was cool. We because figured we lost half our seating inside, and we had that was one thing we really lucked out on was how dry and just perfect this summer was.
Best summer for COVID.
Fantastic.
Best summer.
Yeah. So we just put tables out in the parking lot, and we really didn't lose any capacity because of that. So that's pretty cool.
The weather being cold sucks too.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what. Today is beautiful.
We already went for a walk today.
Chilly. I can't believe you're in a tee.
I didn't even wear a jacket down here. It's gorgeous out. I don't know what you're like.
You're dressed like I am.
You might be sick. I don't know.
Yeah. Don't say that.
Well, I mean, he's cold and he's got a pretty warm looking multiple jacket. Oh, it's like
looking a little pale.
It's one of those fake
leather jacket.
You just gotta pinch your cheeks.
Yeah.
Did you moisturize today?
No.
Did you use pomade?
No.
Well, it looks like it's still in there from last night.
It's still there.
Yeah, I woke up with like bedhead and like fuck. I was late and Gage is coming and I'm like, oh shit, better get around. Well, grabbed what I could.
Got out.
Good thing.
Yeah. So I kind of had actually, since we were talking about the restaurant a little bit, I had kind of a fun idea the other night that I was thinking I'd spitball with you guys a little bit. Because I'm assuming when we get to New Year's, we'll probably still, if we're still open, which fingers crossed, we'll probably still be doing the 10 o'clock thing.
Yeah.
So I had this fun idea that we'll do Himrod time New Year's Eve party. And I'm just it'll be reservations only most likely because I'll still have to adhere to the
guidelines.
Yeah. But I'm going to we're going to call it Himrod time and we're going to have a New Year's countdown for 9 o'clock. And we're going to make like a big thing out of it. That's funny. And it'll be 9 o'clock is 2021. Let's get the year over early.
I am working New Year's Eve. What time do you think it'll be open? Because I can stop afterwards.
I don't know. It'd probably be I think we'll do we'll probably do our normal night, but then just stay open till 10 instead of close at 9. So we'll probably open at 4.
I'll give you a call. I'll order something.
Yeah, we'll just have to figure out what we want to do as far as
they already have that for little kids,
I know, but
we
I figure
are little kids now.
I forgot. Yeah, we have to listen to Daddy.
Yeah.
I like Daddy Cuomo.
As
long as Daddy Cuomo gives me some money, I'll just shut up. But I don't see money yet.
I don't want him to give me my. Well, I want him to give me my
money. Would it take?
I want monies. I want lots of monies.
Like how much? If you had to put a number on it. Like what's it worth to you?
Well, wait, for what? To survive for through
for what? I mean,
just what?
You said you wanted to obey Daddy Cuomo. I'm just wondering how much money is it going to take for you to obey Daddy Cuomo? Simple.
Jesus, this sounds like
no, just
Julia Roberts movie or something.
I love Julia Roberts.
I wouldn't watch anything she was in.
Yeah. What's wrong with Julia Roberts?
What's the one with Richard Gere and Julia Roberts?
Pretty Woman.
Pretty Woman. It sounds like Pretty Woman.
I mean,
you're describing the plot of Pretty Woman.
It's whatever. Marianne's the one that said it, and I just wanted to know
Andrew
how
Cuomo
much
did just
money.
win an Emmy. So
who did?
Cuomo.
Oh yeah, he got an Emmy. Yeah. That piece of shit got an Emmy.
Emmy for what?
For his daily updates on COVID. I swear to God.
Did, yeah.
No.
Just 2 days ago.
Yeah.
He wasn't that entertaining. We just wanted to hear the news.
Some women thought he was extremely attractive.
Oh yeah, they like the power.
Women like power that much. Really?
Yeah.
I also heard that he told everyone he was going to be working through Thanksgiving, and then he lied and went to his girlfriend's house in Wellsville near Buffalo.
Did he?
And
he went to Wellsville?
I thought Wellsville's.
Oh, not Wellsville. Williamsville.
Williamsville.
Yeah,
that's
near
different.
Buffalo.
See, I heard that. What was
which
it?
is an orange zone, by the way. So cool.
But I thought he was picking up his daughter at an airport, and his daughter like lives in a different state or something. That's what I heard. It's like, wait, I thought we can't do
I think
stuff
there's
like
just a bunch of
that.
rumors.
I just want to know what happened to the poor state trooper that got shipped away for putting the wood to Cuomo's daughter.
Can we find that guy? Is that newbie?
We want
newbie Jamie. Can we get on this? Look up, find out where
he got put on the
that
border.
state trooper they got.
He's on the border?
Yeah, he's on the Canadian border.
Sent from downstate to the Canadian border for dating
I think he's in
Cuomo's
Watertown.
daughter.
Yeah, I think so. Listen, we want him on the show, Newbie. Can you contact his people and have them contact us?
Oh my God, we should get him on the show.
Newbie, we want him on the show.
Oh my God, Cuomo is going to shut us down.
we need to find this guy.
Cuomo, come at me. Come at me.
You can't shut this down.
No.
You can't shut us down.
There's not enough state troopers around here, Cuomo. Come on, get out of here. Not going to deal with it. That's his police.
Do you know? I don't know. He's crazy, dude. He made it so that 10-person limit law, whatever, that the state police were not required to enforce that, but local authorities were.
Sheriffs. I didn't understand that.
Isn't that unbelievable?
It's just like
totally believable.
The New York Safe Act, that the state troopers can't do anything. The county sheriffs can't do anything. So, it's up to the code officers from each town to take care of the New York Safe Act.
Oh, this was your job?
Yeah, that's what I was supposed to do. That's what we were all supposed to do.
You're talking about for the COVID stuff.
For the masks.
For the masks.
Yeah. If businesses.
So you're talking about the Safe Act.
No. Well, that is, or isn't it New York Safe? Not Safe Act. I'm sorry. It's like you have to dial NY Safe.
Oh, I don't know.
And turn people in is what it is.
Okay.
So they made the code officers do it. And I called, like Ron Spike told me, he's like, hey, this person's doing this. I'm like, I'm not going to do it. And he's like, well, we really can't do anything other than issue an appearance ticket. I was like, well, then issue an appearance ticket because I'm not going to do anything. I think it's stupid. And he was like, he couldn't believe I talked to him like that. I'm like, don't give a shit, dude. Like, I'm not doing it. Don't care. Like,
good for you.
Yeah. Why would I? That's fucking communist.
Yeah.
I'm part of the Jane family. I mean, the Janes are the biggest criminal family in Dundee. So
rebels.
Stick to it.
So, rebels.
Pretty close, aren't we?
I'm surprised they didn't even kick you out of the family for being the code enforcer.
Yeah, I know. I was surprised too. I mean, my dad has a pretty bad reputation.
He's fighting him from the inside.
That's what he's doing. Yeah.
So, anyways, are you guys gonna try that jerky I brought you?
Hell yeah! What do we got?
So it got overcooked a little bit because I was drinking and not paying attention, but it still tastes good.
It's really good.
Shocking.
Yeah. It's there's a lot of labor of love in that. And it's a family secret.
Oh God, I'm sorry. So
that one looks a lot less done, Phil. That's right.
Yeah, there you go. I'll take this guy here.
What, you mean like that's the good one?
Yeah, maybe. It looks like it's not as chewy, as crunchy. Should be pretty good though. I'm good. I've eaten so much of it. I'm set.
I've never not finished venison jerky in one sitting. Like I'm addicted to it.
An entire bag of it?
Yeah, I'll eat a whole bag of it.
It's a lot.
All at once.
What do you think? How is it? Pretty good, Marianne?
I like it.
Cool.
Oh yeah.
It's my breakfast.
Breakfast. Wait, are we allowed to let Marianne eat on?
This is very nostalgic for me. Oh right.
Yeah.
What?
You remember the sashimi?
Yeah. Is she allowed to eat on mic? I don't remember. Look at her pull away.
You gotta get away from the microphone while you're chewing.
Or newbie say?
Wow, newbie.
Wow.
Does the grandmother want to come on and talk about it, newbie? Can you figure that out for us? Newbie?
Well, we should tell people what we're talking about. Newbie says that the trooper's grandmother said that the couple was together for a long time, are still together, and are discussing marriage. Do you think Cuomo's trying to like drive a wedge in there?
Yeah, he's making a Romeo and Juliet situation. Everyone knows that doesn't work. Done. I did it with my dog.
Wanted to go,
and my dog still knocked up the Mennonite girl. Dog.
What?
Plattsburgh.
Yeah. Plattsburgh. Hey Jamie, could you get a hold of Dan for us?
Plattsburgh.
What
a horrible place.
We'd like to bring Dan Pfeiffer on so he could tell his story.
Banished.
Banished to the Canadian border.
Oh boy. Can I have a little more of that champagne? Hopefully I have more bottles of that upstairs. If not, we might be drinking Finger Lakes Wine Company Riesling.
So you know how I chew really loudly.
Seems like we should. I mean, we should drink some of his product while we're here.
I think it's a really smart idea.
Or at least
Does
show
anyone
it
want
on.
the rest of the champagne?
I'm all set.
No, I'm pretty good.
Phyllis, I don't know. It's enough to
Am I chewing too loud?
No, you're good.
Not this time.
Um,
We've got a whole episode where we're eating sashimi and talking about stuff, and all you hear is
It's ASMR, right?
yeah, that's what
crazy.
she does. That's on Marianne's OnlyFans. Oh.
Good.
She doesn't even know what an OnlyFans account is. No.
It's just feet, right?
It's like weird stuff,
No.
like girls chewing in their feet, and like guys pay to
people pay, right?
pay to. Like,
I would get
see
paid for this. I'm pretty good at this. Chewing.
You know, I heard that.
The way Phil looks at me, he's like, "Dude, what did you just do?"
Well, I've heard that some of these girls, I don't know, I think I heard it on the Joe Rogan podcast or something, that some of these girls now are like when they're coming out of high school or college, they're not even worried about going to college or getting a job. They're like, oh, no, my career plan is to do OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Because they make absurd amounts of money for like showing their feet
What would you
or
do?
whatever. I don't know.
Could you do that? Could you like show your feet on?
Nobody wants to
OnlyFans?
see my feet.
Why are they like gross?
They're normal.
You should put them on camera for everyone.
No, I'm not going to do that.
Not today.
He's got weird feet. That's
gotta
all
pay
that
for
means. Yeah, he's like, listen, you send $5.99, well, I'll show you 60 seconds of my feet. Oh boy.
I don't think your feet look weird.
No, they don't. They look
you
normal.
Spent a lot of time looking at his feet.
Yeah.
Okay. Weird.
So you got
They're
your first
perfectly normal
customer.
feet.
You got your first customer.
I wouldn't pay for it.
Oh boy.
But you think somebody might.
Maybe.
Probably not, but
Dudes.
Dudes.
It would be dudes. Like,
Yeah, it
I mean,
definitely would.
just be realistic. It's only dudes that are going on there and
That's
paying to see any of
weird.
this stuff.
Yeah, no woman would ever pay to see anything from a man.
No.
Yeah.
that's true.
It is true. Like, why would they?
Why do we need to?
It's like the guys that send the dick pics. It's like, no, what girl's ever been like, yeah, that's what I want to see today? It's like, I just can't imagine that's a thing. I don't know why guys do that. So I caught my little brother, like, I swear, almost in the act of doing it.
Oh my god.
I like go in. I
poor
walk in the
Jared.
bathroom, and Jared's got like all this lighting. He's got like this towel, and
It's
I'm
a
like,
setup just like
and
this.
his like phone's like up on the thing.
lighting.
And I go, Jared, what are you fucking doing? He goes, nothing. Shut the door. And I'm like, what's he doing in there? So now I'm trying to like break in. Like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing here. Goddamn kids. Oh boy. I'm like, that'll be on the internet forever. So
Was this yesterday?
no, it's not. It was this must have been a couple years ago, 2-3 years ago. Freaking kid.
Thank you for
Jesus.
sharing your jerky.
Yeah, this is good.
Yeah.
Have another
That's really
piece,
yummy.
and then I'm going to put it slightly out of my reach
Oh, it's there to be eaten. So
because I'll just won't stop eating it. How
So-
do you slice it so thin? Do you just cut it with a knife?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Cuts like a knife.
It
That's
feels
a-
so right.
Great song, Brian
So
Adams.
Gage, I know everyone else here isn't very big sports fans, but Gage is. So we just one thing that the people want to know out there is why are the 49ers so bad this year? Do you want to talk about the San Francisco
I could talk about them
49ers?
for another hour if you
Yeah.
want. but
So
no.
why aren't they a good football team?
right now,
And the Eagles are better. We just all
well,
want
the
to
Eagles
know.
did beat the 49ers this
Yeah.
season.
So
But
inquiring minds would like to know.
Nick Mullins was the starting quarterback of that game, and he's not good
So
for the 49ers.
Oh,
Backup, third
Yeah.
stringer. Anyway, so they've just been decimated by injury, and also coronavirus has hurt them pretty bad. They actually just their county where their stadium and practice facility are located just declared that they're not allowed to have any recreational activities now, which an NFL team counts as a recreational activity.
Oh,
Good
boy.
God.
So they can't
Wow.
practice there, and they can't have their home games there, so they have to move their home games. And
I didn't
practice
hear about
Yeah,
that.
that was
Really?
yesterday.
No
No.
recreation.
Did you see the the Broncos? Did you see the Broncos?
no, I haven't.
Yesterday, their entire quarterback room was deemed ineligible to play because of a positive test. So the other two quarterbacks they have on the roster were, exposed. So they have to quarantine, and they won't let them bring anyone else on. So they're starting a practice squad wide receiver at quarterback today.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow, I want to watch that.
I know, I
game.
do too. Yeah,
That's
it's gonna be a
really
lot of fun.
interesting.
Who are they playing?
Who are the Broncos playing?
I don't know.
I have to
Not
look it
sure.
up. I
Hopefully
forget.
the Bills will be on at the Laurentine.
No, the Bills play.
So-
no, the Bills are playing
Chargers.
today at 1.
Yeah.
Phil, it seems like the 49ers could use your expertise.
Well, the thing is,
What do
people
you
a
think
lot
of the
times,
city of San Francisco?
I know they have a lot of rice-a-roni.
Rice Rowan is good.
There's a bridge
Are they
there.
getting rid of Rice-A-Roni?
I don't think so.
Trolleys, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Old
So
school
could
trolleys.
you be well, what's it called when you work for an NFL team on injuries? Like, is it the same thing you do at the
Yeah, it's the same
college?
job.
Yeah. Oh,
It's the same job.
athletic trainer then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. So
The
you,
thing is, I could probably help them. They probably have plenty of help that they wouldn't. I wouldn't be any better than anybody they've got. But a lot of times, the athletic training staff and the medical staff is blamed when there are a lot of injuries.
yeah.
And sometimes there are things that they could do different that
Right.
would make a difference. But more often, it's like, well, I didn't sprain the guy's ankle.
Freak
You know,
accidents,
like I
yeah.
didn't.
I mean, it's
You know,
high contact
like-
sports, and
All I can do is get him back as fast as I can. It's an injury that takes 3 months to heal, and I might be able to get him back in 2 months. Like,
Right.
what do you want me to do?
But
That would be impressive.
isn't there a part of athletic training is trying to
Prevention.
prevent injuries?
Yeah, but you can't in a collision sport. What are you going to do?
And I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
you
football's
should
intense.
you should have these
there
guys
are things
doing
that you
more
can do to help.
ankle exercises.
What I actually, you want to know what I would have them do?
What?
Every NFL team, and most of them are probably doing it by now, is I would have them doing eye exercises.
What do you mean?
Yeah, you're looking at me like I'm an idiot,
Yeah.
but eye exercises, I think, might be the number one thing that they could do outside of their regular routine that would reduce their injury rate.
And why?
Because you can see, and then if you can see, then you can react.
So how does an eye exercise make you see better?
What do you
What
do?
do you do? Like
it'll help your reaction time.
Right. So
Yeah.
you can actually you can exercise the muscles of your eyes to be able to track moving objects better. You can make it so that because you're also training your brain as well, so the nerves and the muscles. But you can make it so that your eyes are better at like jumping from one spot to another. And then you can also do exercises that increase your peripheral vision, which has, I mean, that's pretty obvious how that would be helpful,
Mhm.
right?
Right. That makes sense.
But all of those things
So
combined.
it's like the drag racing people's exercise they do. You ever seen that? Because you know how
What?
when they have to tap the button because you have to hit. You know how drag race works, right? Ban the
Yeah, the lights.
lights,
tree.
the tree,
Yeah.
and you have
Oh,
to go
yeah.
at the right time. So I've
Yeah.
seen them. I get it now because I've seen them like do exercise with that because they're trying to like know when to go
Yeah.
on the right. Because you
So
can
there
do
were-
it right.
So the University of Cincinnati about 7 or 8 years ago now did a study doing eye exercises,
Hmm.
and they were comparing concussion rates. So what they had was an average of I want to say 9 concussions per year for 4 years.
Now listen, this hits close to Gage. He's
Yeah.
had a concussion.
Few.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah. Few.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had so many he probably shouldn't have played. They didn't want you playing contact sports anymore.
I had to
right?
stop playing rugby because of a concussion.
Yeah.
My final one. Yeah.
So so they had an average of 9 concussions per year for 4 years. And then they started doing these eye exercises. And then for the next 4 years, their average went down to like 1.5 concussions per
Wow.
year.
That's huge.
Really?
And you've got to imagine that
Yeah,
has
but
to
how-
apply to other injuries as well,
Right.
not only concussion.
But how much math goes behind that? Because there could be 1 year you have a lot of concussions and another where you don't see any.
Well, when you've got 80 guys
Yeah. And a 4-year
and
period.
it's over the course of 4 years, it's really, I mean, this study was over the course of 8 years, and they're comparing their team against their team. Their team could have changed. Their coaching staff changed 3 times.
There's a lot of variables.
So they're variables,
Yeah.
but that's a really low concussion rate.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know what the average is. So how
The-
many?
It's
Yeah.
definitely gotten better. I mean, just in the NFL alone this year,
Yeah.
their concussion rate is way better than it ever was.
How many have you had?
4 documented.
4.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
shit.
3 or 4 documented, and then probably a couple others.
Wait,
Undocumented.
4 4 of them, and what was the time span?
Probably 5 years.
What is that? Like how many concussions are you okay with in a certain amount of?
Phil's not okay with any.
We don't-
He's big against him.
No, we don't do that anymore. Like there isn't a number. There's not a magic number.
Okay.
There's not that, there is this urge to avoid getting a concussion. There's also this kind of desire to avoid getting repeated ones in a short period of time.
Right.
But really it goes down to function in recovery. And it's not as much about any numbers anymore. You can get more,
Right.
or one can end your career, or so it just depends on if it starts to become more complicated where you're taking longer and longer to recover.
Yeah.
Then
That's taken
that's
into
something
account.
where all those, there's a lot of factors that go into it, but there is no number.
So Gage, we don't know who you're gonna be able to sue when you go off the wall from
Probably no one.
what it's
I don't
called there.
think.
What's
I'm
it
pretty
called
sure it's signed
when
waivers.
people go crazy?
CTE.
CTE.
Yeah.
But hopefully somebody. Hopefully Ithaca College will be.
Is that your
take the bill.
tenants?
Yeah.
Your tenants upstairs? When's Parker's opening next door?
Never. I don't know.
Don't
Seems
worry,
like
newbie. The
never.
front door is
Oh,
locked.
that's right.
It looks like they're looking to open soon, though.
Yeah, I don't know. I heard like they were supposed to be open last year, during the fall, and then it was heard this spring, then this summer, and then this fall, and
I heard this week.
so then it just
Wow.
keeps kicking. I don't know. I'm not sure.
They've got signage up that looks kind of like they're getting
We're
ready.
getting closer.
Yeah.
I mean,
I've heard that they're having some problems getting staff. Not many people have applied for jobs.
Hmm.
So
you hear that, everybody that's not able to go to work right now?
yeah, well, the people
There's jobs available.
There's a lot of people that don't want to go to work. So that's the problem.
Speaking of new places, I went to Blue Heron Bakery yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh,
What'd
how
you-
good is
what'd
that
you
place?
get? What'd you
Fantastic. I
get?
got an apple Danish.
What's
Yeah.
an apple?
I don't know, but it's been really
I love their
good.
apples.
Yeah, they're really good.
That
So-
ham and cheese thing, though, that's my favorite thing there.
It's like, what kind of cheese is that? It's
Gruyere?
Is it Gruyere?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so good. It's one of my favorite things.
And it's
there.
like what is it? It's like a turnover, or is it all mixed in, or is
it's
it
all mixed in.
is
and
there
then
like
you have
a-
the
is
pastry
like a Hot
around
Pocket?
it. It's kind of like a hot pocket.
So is it
But
that?
like
better.
except for not trash?
Is it that
Yeah.
Gouda?
Oh, we gotta stop it. Stop it. No, that's a fun place. I love that place.
I'm glad that
Yeah,
he's
very
taken
good.
over with the dad jokes this week.
Who else did the dad jokes?
Well, Phil.
Mostly
He
me.
does all
Oh.
of them. Sad.
I just
Sorry.
ignored a lot of them then.
Sad.
Oh boy. So Gage, we've touched on the Eagle, your college years.
Mhm.
We've touched on your life stories, all the things you've done.
All
So
of them.
let's get to Finger Lakes Wine Company.
Yeah,
Mhm. Yeah. So
that your
That-
dad owns.
yeah. So my dad, give a little background on him. He was the winemaker for Herman Weimer all through the 90s when they first opened, from late 80s on. And he worked with Herman. He was kind of his right-hand guy for quite a while. And
Okay.
he left in 2001 to start his own winery called Highland Cellars, which he's been doing since 2001, making wine for that. And then in 2015, when I graduated college, we started Finger Lakes Wine Company together, which is just a brand to wholesale. And we just started with 3 Rieslings, dry, semi-dry, and sweet. And then last year we came out with a rosé of Pinot Noir.
You
So
did?
yeah.
Is that upstairs?
no, Jesse doesn't have that one.
He doesn't.
Marianne loves rosé.
He doesn't
love rosé.
allow me to have any of the fancy stuff.
That's nonsense. You have don't you have Kelly's rosé?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's cool. No,
Wait,
my fiance
rosé?
Kelly is the winemaker for Tabora.
Oh, neat.
Wait
Yeah.
a minute. Whoa.
So you got the wine market cornered.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yep, we're in it.
She's the winemaker at Tabora.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
But she's never I go into
you
the
probably see her if you see her at the store because she works the store quite a bit too.
where
When she's
Wait a
not
minute.
A little blonde girl.
Oh my god, I know your fiance. She's
Yeah.
super cute. She's super nice.
She's pretty cute. Yeah.
She's blonde.
yeah.
I know your fiance.
Yeah, she does a great job.
She's
yeah.
a great individual.
Yeah, she's
and
pretty
she's
cool. I
very
like her.
small. She's very small.
Yeah.
She's petite.
She's about 5 foot tall.
So she's the winemaker. So she's always taking my orders.
Yeah. So in the when she's not making wine or dealing with harvest or whatever, she works in the store quite a bit. And now she's the store manager and the winemaker and kind of the wine manager too. So she runs the tasting room. Yeah.
Oh no shit.
Yeah. So she kind of just
wait. I just want to clarify. Where's your phone? Show me a picture of your lovely fiance. I just want to make sure we're talking about the same person.
I want to see if I have a picture of her.
I mean, it sounds like you've described her pretty well.
Well, this could be anybody.
Anyone.
I mean,
so many people.
It could be literally any of the
Any.
7
well, Sherry
people
works there
in
too.
Himrod.
Yeah, it's not Sherry.
It's the only
No,
blonde
I know
that's not
the other
Sherry.
one.
Sherry's short, cute, blonde hair. I mean, there's many other short, cute, blonde people.
There's only
How
Sherry
is she
and
not
Kelly.
your main wall?
Oh god.
You and her. Like, what's on
Oh,
your? What's on? Show me your
Inconceivable.
phone. Show me your phone.
You think I would do? I don't even like my girlfriend. You think I would have that on my phone? Like, who the hell would put a picture of their girlfriend on their background of their phone?
That's not. That's her.
Yeah.
I was like, I know that
who would
picture's
do
on
that?
there.
I don't have that.
Can you arrange those icons like that?
Yeah.
You can move them wherever you want. Like, you can have spaces in them.
It's called a smartphone.
Yeah, there
What
we
a
go.
smartphone. I
That's-
feel like that.
Let's see.
That's her there.
All the stuff you wanna do.
Yeah, she's a cutie.
Yeah, she's a good kid.
I don't think I've ever heard
She's a-
anyone
yeah.
share that
She's a
about
killer.
their fiance or their girlfriend. Or, I mean, if Kevin ever called me I'm a good kid, I'd be like,
Jesus, are
"What's
you going to
wrong
be
with
allowed to go home after this?
Yeah, no.
His
she likes
girlfriend is the coolest girl I've ever met in my life. He can go to her, hey babe, I'm just gonna go to New York City with Jesse for like 12 days, and she's like, okay, like no questions
I don't
asked.
know.
I'm just
well,
like,
I am on the hook for painting.
yeah. So he can't go today because he's
Yeah.
got to paint. But
Yeah.
if it was like
Aw.
Monday and he didn't have to work, she'd be like, okay, like no questions, just let him go do what he wants. No when you're gonna be home. What it's he lives the good life.
Well,
so.
that's for now, but once you have kids, everything changes after that.
If
Well,
you have kids.
I don't have kids, and my life's not like that.
If-
If I'm not
You
home
do.
at 8:00, it's like, so where are you? How's your other girlfriend? Well, what's she doing? Huh? Yeah,
You have Jigsy though.
I do have Jinxie. She's an asshole.
Well, when you talk
She
about,
just misses you.
she likes you. But when you talk about how women don't see you for a while and then they see you, they're like, oh, Jesse,
Yeah. See,
praise the Lord.
seeing me too much has the exact opposite effect. That's the problem for Mary.
Ah.
So you're trying to reverse that. then.
Yeah.
Trying to stay away.
I'm trying to
from
stay
her
away
for a
from her so
while.
she likes me
So you
again.
can go back in like a
She
couple
likes
weeks.
you.
And she'll be like, oh,
Yeah.
it's Jesse.
Oh, hey, you're back.
All right.
But she'd yell if I wasn't there. So,
Huh.
I'm a battered boyfriend.
Mm.
Hmm.
Was that a movement?
What? Battered Boyfriends of America, BBA. Yeah.
He's the president.
It's a like a subset of the men's right movement.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds right.
No,
If Mary watches this, I'm in big trouble.
I hope so.
I'm in danger.
I'll message her.
Anyways, so back to the Finger Lakes Wine Company. Where can people get Finger Lakes wine besides here at the 18th Amendment and, of course, at Himrod Eagle? Like, where can they go buy it in the liquor store if they?
Oh, it's pretty much in all the local liquor stores. It's right down here in Penyan.
At Tobin's and Water Street.
What's
And the other one near
What-
Seneca.
the other one?
Seneca.
JNS.
Yes.
I know it's in Water Street.
Yeah.
I think it's in. I'd have to check. But I know it's in Water Street for sure.
Okay.
The
The rosé is there.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to pick up some rosé.
Rosé all day.
But yeah, most of the local liquor stores have it, and a lot of wine bars and restaurants, and the Himrod Eagle obviously carries it.
I would hope so.
Yep. Yeah. So yeah, you can find it a lot.
The
of places.
18th Amendment was the first restaurant to ever carry it, and only, right?
False.
False.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's it. I want it all removed today.
No, it's well, you had it at the distillery before you. Even
No, I was the first person to have it. Yeah, when it was
at
at the distillery. Yeah,
Yeah.
So you only carry the Riesling?
yeah. The dry and semi-dry.
Well, you have the Mag Riesling for the
Highland Cellars
Highland,
Mag Riesling.
yeah.
So
That's our
which
house
one's-
Riesling.
Which one's that one? Is that the semi-dry?
That's like an off.
The Mag is a Highland. What is that?
Off?
Like
Off. Yeah, it's like 1.2.
1.2.
It's tasty. It really is tasty.
Yeah, you've had the Highland Cellars
Okay.
recently.
Michelle and I had that a while ago, and we enjoyed it very much.
Sure you did.
When are you going to come to a tasting at the Water Street Wine Bar?
We had a Point of the Bluff tasting
Oh,
last Wednesday. You want to
cool.
hop over? We'll have to set you up. So we're going to be doing vinyl nights. Wait, quick off plug and we'll go back to you.
Yeah.
We're going to start doing vinyl nights on Wednesdays. Not this coming Wednesday, so it'll be the second Wednesday of this month. So if anybody
Is it BYOB?
Yes, BYOB. Bring your vinyls because the ones I have, you might. I don't know. I think it's kind of fun music. It's people I have no idea who they are, but we're starting to do that.
Somewhere I have Purple Rain
You
and
do.
Led Zeppelin 4.
Mary has a bunch. I'll send her your way.
Yes, come on down.
She has a whatever the thing is. I don't know what it's called.
But
The
you
whole
should
player deal.
You should
Does
come.
she
We
work
should
Wednesday?
totally
Yeah,
do this.
definitely.
I
That'd
would
be
love
cool.
to
I hope
have
so.
I'd love
that.
to. Yeah.
Maybe well, I'll have to grab your phone number.
Yeah.
And we'll connect. But that would be fun because I really just want to try a rosé.
Don't
Yeah,
fake
absolutely.
number Marianne.
I won't
Okay?
do that.
It's not like college where you used to
No.
fake number everyone, Gage.
I
you
did
know?
that.
Oh, did you? Oh, you're not going to give me your real number?
Yeah. No, I didn't do that.
No, we're just
Just
we're just
Jesse.
having some fun.
Just Jesse.
Just having some fun.
Here's my number. Here's Gage's number instead.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Perfect.
Jesse, you should do that to Phil.
I used to leave my roommate in grad school. I used to leave my roommate's number for like all the waitresses and stuff.
As a tip.
Like whenever we'd go out all together, I'd leave his number somewhere on the table.
With a lousy tip. Yeah.
Or with a good
No,
tip.
I'd always.
No, yeah. No,
I
you
don't-
got to tip well.
yeah,
No.
I don't do
The
bad.
That'd
best
be-
are the guys that leave their number and tip horrible. Like, what do you
Like,
expect to
what do you
happen?
think is
dude?
gonna happen here?
That's not weird at all.
It's even probably weirder though if you leave your number and then like a tip that's way too big.
Like I would say
Mm.
a 25.
yeah,
that is
If you're gonna
weird.
leave your if you're gonna leave your number, you
Here's
should do
$50 in my number.
25 to
There's more where
30%
that came
tip.
from. Yeah.
I've never had that. Have
Yeah.
you had that happen to you? Did a woman give you her number and give you a nice
Yeah,
tip?
actually, Gage was like there when it happened.
What happened?
So they used to have spit or swallow stickers at Hickory Hollow.
Yeah, that was.
And-
Oh,
back in the-
I have
yeah.
one of those Hickory
Yeah,
Hollow
so-
shirts.
Oh,
Actually,
yeah.
maybe I think I threw it away.
There was a
Yeah.
drunk girl,
Throw
a
those away.
bunch of drunk girls came in, and they're all like asking Gage to take his shirt off and asking
That
me to
was
take
bad,
to
yeah.
take my shirt off. I'm like, you don't want to see me in my shirt, maybe Gage, but not me.
We'll see Gage.
And then so this girl's like, hey, do you have a pen? And she like writes her number on this sticker. It's a spit or swallow, circle swallow, and stamps it on my chest, just so you know, and walks out. And I go, what the fuck?
That's
Yeah, that was a
Jesse,
fun
don't
day.
be
Right, I
surprised.
forgot
You're
about
like, I get this all the time.
No, I was like, and Gage is like, dude, that is sexual harassment. Like, I never knew. Like we were just sexually harassed.
That's it. That's the definition. Yeah, that
There-
was something else.
Gage and I'd be working in there, and girls would be like, so if we show you our boobs, do we get free tastings? And Gage
That
like,
happened once.
Gage is like,
no.
Yeah.
Gage is
No.
like, no,
No.
that's not how it works.
How about you keep your clothes on and get out?
They told me it worked at another place,
Yeah.
and I won't say which one.
Yeah,
it
but
is,
you
but-
could probably guess the place.
but yeah,
Down in
and
the
then-
Give
and
me
I-
clues.
same district, same
I'm
area.
not gonna say, but
Oh, is it Starkey's?
no.
Oh, you can't do that, Starkey's. That's
Yeah.
way too fancy
Jesus.
there.
But
It'd
they
have to be
said
a
that
smaller
they did
place.
they did a lap around the tasting room.
Yeah,
with
naked.
their shirts
You remember
off,
they
and
came
said
right
they
here
got
and
a
told
free
us.
tasting. I was
Yeah.
like, really, you did that, and all you got was a lousy free
Jesus.
tasting. Ours at the time, ours was $3.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't-
We're like,
yeah.
it's so funny. I was like, well, and Gage
Yeah.
is like,
Wow.
no,
That was you. Yeah.
oh, you're not doing that. Not allowed. Sorry.
Yeah.
No.
You have a lot of fun working in the.
Is it south of you or north of you?
all right. We're not. We don't really need to narrow it down, do we? Maybe after the show.
Ugh,
Yeah,
fine.
probably after.
It's south.
It's south. I was going to say it's south. I have an idea who it is now. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, those were the days. We,
that Glenora, that's so horrible. Just kidding. I know it's not Glenora.
Not
Jesus
Glenora.
Christ. We're gonna get sued for
Yeah, I don't want to do
for
that.
libel.
yeah.
Yeah, slander.
And we used to
Slander.
work festivals together. We used to work the Watkins Glen Wine Fest.
Oh yeah, that's not.
Yo,
That
Oh,
sounds
yeah.
ridiculous.
It was
That
a
sounds like a
shit
horrible
show.
idea, by the way.
It was insane.
Yeah, but we would have fun. We were drinking and having fun.
You got to make it
Messing
fun.
around.
You can't take anything seriously
No.
that weekend, or otherwise you're just
No.
gonna leave pissed off.
Then
Huh.
then there was the Kloot Park Wine Festival. That was fun.
Yeah.
Your dad told me no more drinking at wine festivals because he said I kissed a grandma. You remember?
You did kiss. Yeah, you kissed a grandma.
She wasn't
kissed
a
a grandmother?
grandma. She was like in her 40s.
She was a grandma.
She was like 40.
Yeah.
Grandmas can be in their 40s.
I was like 22, and this like,
Like
40,
a young grandma.
this 40-year-old lady was like hitting on me, and I kissed her. And like Pete's like, listen, you can't drink like that at wine festival with his dad.
Kissing
anymore."
great grandma.
Yeah, he kept, every time his dad seen me from that point, he'd be like, "Hey, how's grandma doing?" I go, "Pete, I hate you."
No.
Yeah. His dad, you got to meet his dad. His dad is
Bring him on.
Gage
I
wouldn't
don't
want
know.
that.
I don't know if he could do that.
Would it be good for the rating?
Are you gonna give us
it
a
would
fake
be-
number for
it
that
would
one?
be
Yeah.
great for the
That's a
ratings.
fake number.
Have both of your dads on.
No.
At the
Yes.
same time.
Yes.
Yeah,
That would be
that's an
horrible.
idea. Yeah.
So when we used to work in Hickory Hollow, and his dad would be there, he would tell all the groups of good-looking girls. He would be like, "Hey, so Jesse's out on good behavior, so just go over, see how he's doing."
Be really nice to him.
And so they'd come over and they'd be like, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm like, "Good." And they're like, "So how long have you been out for?" And I go, "Oh, what? What are you talking about?" And they're like, "Well, we heard you're out on good behavior." I'm like, I'm like, "What do you mean?" And then like finally, I'm like, "That son of a bitch." So and that was the thing from that point on. Like everybody, like, oh, I heard you're doing better. You're out of jail. He like, tell me. I'd be sitting there, and be like, "Oh, I hate this man." Yeah.
Yeah. He used to tell people his other thing too was like, just don't put any pictures on Facebook because he's not supposed to be in this county.
Yeah.
That was the other thing. He always said.
Yes, I have to steal that. That's awesome.
Can you talk about your dad smuggling in grapes? What
Yeah.
what are they? The little.
Are we past the statute of limitations?
I think so.
He's safe.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's illegal anymore.
He won't do that long in jail now. He's
No,
older.
they used to bring.
Don't tell Kamala that.
They used to ship baby vines from France to Canada.
I told you this story. Remember how his
Yeah.
dad was?
That was your dad.
That's his dad.
And then they would truck them across for the nursery program in tractor trailers. They'd go up to Canada, pick them up, and they just fill up the back of the trailer with peat moss. So when they went to the border and they opened the trailer, peat moss would start falling out, and they'd close it up. And he said they only got checked once, but it did. They did have the peat moss fall out on him, and they didn't look any further. They just closed it up and sent him on his way. So they used to smuggle hundreds of thousands of vines across the border to start the nursery business.
Herman Weaver, and then that's where a lot of the vinifera, is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Grapes came from, is there, right?
Yeah.
It's from your dad
Nursery.
smuggling them over, and then them starting the nursery at Herman Weaver.
Well, someone had to do it.
When was that?
In the 90s.
In the 90s?
Early 90s, yeah.
They were still bringing in baby vines.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
that was one majority.
you couldn't do that in the 90s?
Not certain. You couldn't ship them from certain places because they were worried about
Pests.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Now that makes sense.
So your dad is solely responsible for the box elder beetle and
and the blue algae blooms while you're
the blue algae,
He did it all.
algae.
Yeah.
That ash boring beetle.
Yeah, and murder hornets.
is
Pretty much all the
the
beetles,
murder
the different
hornets.
beetles and the murder hornets. Yeah.
His dad was telling me the story. He's
Zika
like-
virus.
I was like, "Were you ever nervous?" And he goes, "Like, not really. No, like he's just like, just go and do it." And then finally, at one point, he said,
was scared a few times.
he had a family and children,
he didn't want to do it as much.
he didn't want to do it anymore, so he quit doing it. So once Gage came around,
Oh, Gage.
there was-
you ruined it.
no more illegal activities of shipping.
Well, I think
baby
it changed.
vines.
I don't remember when it changed, but once it did change, they didn't have to do that anymore, obviously. So it wasn't a big deal.
Again, once you have kids, things change.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Well, I don't know how many details you know, but then so when he'd get him here, then he'd take him to he'd sell him under the.
Well, they had their nursery still sold to wineries all over the country, and they would actually go.
So they bring it to their nursery.
Yeah, so they brought it to the nursery,
And they'd be like, "We don't know where they're
west side of
from."
the lake, and then they would go and sell them all over. And part of the program was actually helping them plant and establish these vines, and the maintenance for the first year or so, just helping them every step of the way, so that they had the best chance of success with them. And my dad always used to tell everyone right after they planted and finished a vineyard, he said, "Take a picture now because this is the best it's ever going to look." Yeah. And so they had fun, but it's pretty cool business that they had. They still do it, the nursery program.
It's hard to get sometimes grapevines to grow if
No,
if you're not doing it right.
Yeah.
We tried to grow a couple at my dad's house, and they got decimated by Japanese beetles.
Yeah.
Those things just
Attacked it?
tore it to shreds. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they tore it to shreds. They ate all the leaves off of it.
Yeah.
So you can't.
Is that a problem? Do you know about?
Yeah, I think it's just part of your spraying regimen.
You have, what do you spray them with? He's like,
I don't know exactly what. I haven't worked in
essential
vineyard for
oils.
a long time. Yeah,
essential
just lemongrass,
lemongrass, and lavender.
No, I'm not sure exactly what the spray is, but
Permethrin.
that'd be a question for Kelly.
So you're gonna grow our marijuana,
Yeah,
but you can't grow grapes. We have some issues.
well, so here's the deal, right?
Oh.
Is that
It's good to know this now.
Oh,
yeah.
well, a couple different things, right? So we're talking about a very highly controlled environment for the marijuana growing.
Well, some of it.
Yeah.
And then some will be just like here sprinkled in the yard.
Until the
and stuff.
Japanese beetles
Right.
get in.
Yeah. But
Right.
yeah.
And there goes my license. I was just kidding. Whoever's watching Cuomo. I know
Yeah.
You're pissed.
Yeah.
Joke.
No, the problem with beetles was that it was not at my house; it was at my dad's house,
Oh,
and I wasn't living
Your
there
dad
at the time.
attracts beetles.
So I
your
planted them
dad's
there,
fault.
and they started to get established. They started to grow. It was going to be this whole trellis thing. It's going to be pretty cool. And then we didn't treat them with anything. And I knew that they were going to get attacked by the Japanese beetles, but I couldn't do anything about it because I wasn't there. So this is when I was living out of state at the time.
Japanese beetles.
I just wanted to be able to have grapes when I came home.
What were you gonna do with them? Eat them?
Yeah.
That was it. You weren't
Yeah,
gonna try to make some weird wine, like full wine.
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right.
I do like making cider now, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever? Gage made beer once.
Mm-hmm.
Was it good?
No.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
It wasn't.
It's getting mixed
I'm
reviews.
I'm just picking out.
That was a wheat beer. It was
Yeah.
pretty good.
Oh, wheat beer is the worst.
Yeah, I don't love wheat beer.
No.
Oh, well.
I'm more of a stout guy.
Yep.
All right. Well, maybe next time I'll make a stout. No, I
Well, you
probably
don't
will
have
never
any.
do it.
I didn't
but-
try any of his beer. I was just
Yeah.
messing around.
No.
Cider is really easy to make. If
Yeah.
you have to start with the right cider. You can't have it with the sulfites and stuff in it because then nothing will
Mm.
it won't ferment. But you just have to have the cider, and then you add the yeast and you put on a bubbler and you let it go. And
Is it cider with the
cider.
fancy apostrophe?
Cidre.
Cidre.
Yeah.
Like
Is that the kind of stuff you
But
make?
it's still
hope
a
so.
raw Cidre.
You probably make
Yeah.
it.
You know,
That's how yours.
I'll
would be
bring you
spelled.
some. I'll bring you some. You
Okay.
can
Wait a minute.
try
I
it.
haven't had any of your cider yet.
There is only like 4 people that have had it, and it
Yeah,
was
and how-
all the same night.
How
And
am I
none
not
of them-
It's
one
all
them?
it's all been aging. I've got it's still cider. I don't know if you like still cider. It's not carbonated.
I don't care at this point. I just want to try some of your cider.
Okay, yeah, I'll bring some sometime.
Okay.
It'll be great.
He doesn't like us
You
as
could
much
prime
as
it
other
and
people.
put it in bottles.
doesn't like me
bottle
at all.
condition it.
Mm.
Yeah, I've thought about it. I actually did. What did I do? I was planning on doing that, and for some reason, I think I added sugar back in before I bottled it, and then it didn't ferment again. I think the yeast
You
was
didn't get
dead.
the secondary.
So I need to throw in some champagne yeast, I think,
Mhm.
but then I'm worried that if I do that, the bottles will explode because
Oh.
there might be too much sugar in there.
Yeah. Just put them in the garage, and then hopefully, yeah, or somewhere outside. Maybe. Well, depending on
He,
what time of
is
year.
it
He
not-
doesn't have a
I
garage
don't have
like
one.
that.
I could put it in a
There's
cooler
shed?
though. I have a cooler I can put
Yeah.
them in.
Can you
Okay.
put it in my shed situation or no?
Like if they freeze, then they'll also explode.
Yeah.
So
So that's a no.
yeah, it's a no.
Yeah, like my bourbon bottles do with wax if you leave them in a hot car. Just if anyone's wondering, don't leave a waxed bottle
The wax
in your
will
car.
melt. Yeah.
It'll melt and your goddamn bottle will explode. Don't leave it.
The
in a
bottle
hot car.
explodes?
Well, that's good
Yeah.
to know.
Really?
Yeah.
Why does a bottle explode?
Something about the pressure. I don't know because
Mhm.
like because when we like fill it full of bourbon, seal it with the wax and like leave it, and then and then maybe there's like some sort of pressure, but as soon as that wax melts, yeah, a guy told me
Jesus.
he lost 2 bottles and he would like a refund, and I go, dude, I'm not giving you a refund. Like you shouldn't have left it in a hot car. It must have been really hot to
Yeah.
melt wax. Like I'm sorry, but
It was a hot summer.
yeah,
Was
You
it
should
summer?
chill the whiskey before you put it in the bottle.
it is chilled.
It is chilled.
Yeah.
Huh.
You have to run it through a chiller
No, I mean like cold.
or chiller. Yeah. Cold.
Yeah.
You do it cold for the
It's
color.
actually cold.
Yeah.
Are we gonna grab a beer soon?
Do you want to?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll grab a beer.
We talked about stout, and that got me excited.
They've got a brand new Russian Imperial Stout at Laurentide,
Oh,
Ooh.
no.
and it's
Thank
like,
God Gage is
Is it
driving.
14% alcohol.
dude, it's
Woo.
extra good.
Is it
bet.
extra good?
It's extra good.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then
Their beers are
whoever
fantastic.
drinks their beer the fastest gets to drive Gage's car.
I can't drive stick. That's not fair. I'll learn today.
Brilliant.
Phil's like, bet.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Marion, you take my beer and let's pretend I drank it. Got it. Sacrifices.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, that sounds fun.
Well, hey,
So what are we
I
doing
could
right
ask
now?
Gage 1,000 more things, and he's pretty interesting, but we should save it for when he comes on again.
Yeah, we'll have you back sometime.
Sure,
But
yeah.
everyone
Thanks for
check
coming
out
down.
your restaurant.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, come say hi.
One more time for the people at home, Gage. You want to tell everyone the hours to go to
Yes.
Himrod Eagle?
So again, it's Thursday and Friday, 4 to 9, Saturday noon to 9, and Sunday noon to 7. And we're gonna keep that going through the winter until summer and change accordingly, whatever new regulations we have.
And you're possibly putting something together for New Year's
Yeah,
Eve
yeah,
for the children.
For all of us.
For the adult
who are
children.
For the adult children.
Yeah, yep. All the Cuomo's.
I will be
babies.
picking up something. I know that.
Yeah, it'll be fun. I think we'll figure something out because we want to do something to celebrate the holidays and not just, let everything pass by with no
That's what it
recognition. So,
seems like. Everything's just literally passing by.
yeah, so we'll do something and do it safely. So we'll figure it out, and I'll keep everybody posted.
Cool.
It'll be
And-
fun.
There you go.
And I
Yeah.
think next week we have Jordan.
Cool.
So
Mm.
everybody tune in next week so we can hear Jordan. You know Jordan Bush?
No, I'm not.
He's a local dude. He's a musician.
Oh, cool.
He's a cool dude.
Awesome.
So
That's all from the bottom of the 18th Amendment.
yeah.
Cool. Thanks for having
Thanks
me
for
on,
coming
guys.
in.
Yeah.
Not the 11th Amendment,
No.
but
The
the
29th Amendment.
It'll be.
Yeah.
It's a one of the amendments. You'll figure it out.
There's an amendment. What is it? 7 Main Street?
Yeah.
7 Main Street, Pena, New York. The second meatiest restaurant in Yates County.
Third.
Third. Maybe fourth. Make sure you get the Himmy Hammy
That's it.
at the meatiest restaurant in Himrod. The Himrod Eagle.
Go Bills.
See ya.
Go Bills.
Go Eagles.
See you at the Laurentide.